So cut this one short.
I'll keep it as short as I can. Don't forget, this is for your benefit, not mine. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like you to meet Miss Sue Arden.
Miss Arden, how does it feel to be back in England again?
Lovely. It's like coming home.
How long are you over for?
Just a few weeks.
Now, you're over for this arts festival. This will be a change from Hollywood.
Yes. Oh, yes, I can't tell you how much I'm looking forward to being on the stage again.
But before you left America, you made a very strong speech about civil rights.
Yes. I was asked to speak at a rally, and I spoke the truth as I see it.
But in America, some people consider the speech to be inflammatory. What do you think of that?
Those people are just right-wing cranks. Bigoted people like that don't worry me. James Bancroft, that is the Honourable James Bancroft, is, as you know, sponsoring the festival. He saw me do this play a few years ago in the States, and he's kindly asked me to recreate the role for the festival.
Where are you staying while you're over here?
I have been advised not to divulge that.
Oh, thanks, Miss Arden. Lots of luck with the play.
Thank you.
Miss Arden, I'm Chief Inspector Craven.
Oh, so you're the one that's supposed to be my shadow.
We have to take these threats seriously. My orders are to stay with you.
Well, I don't intend to stay with you, Mr. Policeman, and you're going to have a very interesting time trying to see that I do.
Well, that's the job.
But, sir, it doesn't make sense. 2 detective chief inspectors and a detective sergeant, 24 hours a day.
Full surveillance cover, 2 cars, the bodyguard bit.
That's right.
I've had to leave that Arab scare at Gatwick. There's a Spanish embassy situation, and that Polish job hasn't been
There's
tackled
the letter
yet.
bomb at Earl's Court, the fake passports at Harwich, the Van Elsk extradition.
I know. We've a lot on our hands.
So why do we need to go pussyfooting around this woman who doesn't even want us near her?
Because nothing must happen to Miss Arden, gentlemen.
Sir, who cares about Sue Arden?
I do. Because those are my instructions. Sit down.
Well, she must carry a lot of influence somewhere.
Yeah, I reckon all this threat business is nonsense. I reckon she just wants a publicity.
Maybe.
So why bother?
Do you know who she is? Whose daughter she is?
No.
Here.
Oh, his daughter.
That's right, Craven.
Well, you can say that again about influence.
You get the implication. Miss Sue Arden has kept very quiet about it, and we're not exactly anxious to broadcast it.
I can imagine the way she shoots her mouth off.
Precisely. But if anything happened to her,
I suppose this does make it special branch business.
very much so, I'm afraid. Damn nuisance, of course.
Yeah, why doesn't she just stick to bloody acting?
Maybe she is all the time.
Well, you think it's all phony too, then, do you?
Well, what I think doesn't seem to matter.
It's going to look very funny when it comes out, isn't it? Special branch giving VIP bodyguard treatment to an actress. I read the papers to get a few letters from the taxpayers about it.
That's why it mustn't get out. I don't want this in the papers. No publicity, no journalists, nothing.
You better tell that to Miss Sue Arden.
I can't control her, but I'm holding you responsible, Craven.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Sue, darling. How lovely to see you.
Oh, James, you're looking more handsome than ever.
You know, it's hard to believe, but I think you're even more beautiful than when I last saw you. Hello?
Chief Inspector Craven, Special Branch.
How do you do?
How are you?
Let's go in. It's always a bit chilly. Sue?
You don't seem surprised to see him.
Well, his department informed me.
Oh, I think these stupid threats are just hysterical nonsense. He's not really staying here, is he?
Well, I talked to his superiors, and under the circumstances, it does seem the wisest thing.
Could I check the house guest list?
Right, I can tell you that. It's Henry Parker, the director of the play, and Miss Arden's leading man, Michael McCall.
Is that all?
Well, apart from the staff. And that's Griffiths here, Clark, my manservant, cook and a housekeeper.
They all sound very sinister, don't they?
Thank you. Well, Griffiths will show you to your rooms. You'll meet the other guests at dinner.
Fine.
Will you want to taste my food first?
Right, please. Space, sir. Your room, sir?
Thank you.
Do you have a key?
Well, that's all right. I'll unpack. Oh, Griffiths. Later on, I'll want you to show me around the whole house and the grounds. And my colleague, Chief Inspector Haggerty, will be joining me later.
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry you couldn't find a room any closer. I'm surprised you don't want to come in and see if Jack the Ripper's under the bed.
Thanks for the invitation. I was going to take a look around anyway. How well do you know your stage director and your leading man?
We've all worked together once before. And we've all felt like killing each other from time to time, but not for the reason you're here.
Do they have political leanings?
Oh, look, what is this, a McCarthy hearing?
Well, I have to know these things.
I really thought we were more sophisticated here than in the States. I mean, I know that I can't make a telephone call there without it being bugged, or I'm followed to the powder room, but I didn't expect it to happen here.
You know Bancroft well, too, huh?
I hope you don't expect a police commendation for that observation.
Well, like I said, I have to know these things.
Then ask him yourself.
I will.
We met at parties in Washington when he was with the Foreign Office. He admires my acting.
I see.
You know, I really thought I was going to enjoy myself here in England. No hassles, you understand?
Well, I'll try to help you enjoy yourself. It's part of my job. There's one thing. You're not staying in this room.
I'm not what?
You are not staying in this room.
Now, you're really pushing it.
So are you if you stay here. That balcony makes it too accessible from the grounds.
This room has a very beautiful view of the grounds. I'm not moving.
Yes, you are.
I'm not.
You can swap rooms with me.
That's what you say.
I'll tell Griffiths to move the luggage.
Inspector Craven, you are not moving me from this room.
Who is not moving from which room?
Thank you, sir. You've just proved my point.
Your point?
Inspector Craven was just saying that this room is not very secure. I'm going to change mine with his.
My opera asked me to have a word with you.
Opera, sir?
Mr. Craven. You were with Mr. Bancroft in America?
Yes, sir. He was posted there shortly after the death of his wife.
Mm-hmm. You'd have met Miss Arden there, then?
on several occasions.
Sounds as though she doesn't exactly meet with your approval.
That's not for me to say, sir.
Did you meet either of the other two house guests, Mr. Parker and Mr. McCauley?
Mr. McCall escorted Miss Arden to a number of parties.
Often together, were they?
The household gossip was that they were about to be married.
Oh.
But Miss Arden called it off. And the word then was that Mr. McCall was very upset.
Still, they're working together again now, so he must have got over it.
One would imagine so, sir. Mr. McCall is very fond of fast cars. He's raced them in America, you know, as an amateur.
You ready? Come on, then, let's see ya.
You know, that's very interesting, Craven. I must have played a policeman 3 or 4 times in pictures. But you're the first one I've spoken to over dinner.
The only actors I've ever come across have been drunks in Curzon Street on a Saturday night. When I was a young bobby in the West End, I gave many a famous name at bed for the night in Savile Row.
Well, that was a wonderful dinner, Jimmy.
And in superb surroundings. Splendid house, I must say.
Oh, thank you very much. I'm very fond of it myself. Let's go next door and have coffee, shall we? Give them a chance to clear. All right, sir?
Fine.
Gentlemen?
Beautiful. Thank you, but you know I'm terribly worried. It was ages since we had done it.
You all have brandy, I think. I'm glad to see you're not sticking to the no drinking on duty rule, Mr. Craven. You have a brandy too?
If I may. That rule was always something of a myth anyway.
Must have been a busy few weeks for you, getting the festival organized.
Well, yes, it has been, but I've enjoyed it enormously. I'm delighted you've all been able to come. It's a modest start, I know, but I hope in the end we'll be able to rival even the largest of them, you know, Chichester or Edinburgh.
And I'm sure Jimmy won't stop until he's achieved just that. He's always been very determined when he's had his sights set on something.
Yes, very. Come on.
You get called on very often to do this sort of duty.
You mean?
Being a bodyguard.
Occasionally.
You know, I seem to remember from my days in the Foreign Office, you chaps used to be called on to look after the visiting statesmen, didn't you?
Yes, but none as pretty as Sue there.
In much more serious danger, I'm sure.
Well, I suppose the Chief Inspector picked the job.
I bet he's had worse.
There's a visitor for the Chief Inspector, Mr. Haggerty.
Oh. Well, use the study if you like. Griffiths, will you show Mr. Craven where it is?
Yes, sir. Thank you. Hello, mate.
Hi.
Everything all right?
Yes, I'm fine.
Good. This way, Chief Inspector.
Here. Can I get you gentlemen anything?
No more for me, thanks.
Hang on, you were talking to both of us. I'll have a brandy. Small double.
Bring him a cigar.
How's it going then?
Not bad, you know.
Yeah, I can see that. Have you, played the truth game yet?
With that lot? Not on your life. Too many skeletons in the cupboard.
You might be right. Parker's not leveling with us for a start.
Oh?
Yeah, you know we took statements from them all.
Uh-huh.
Well, they all check out except one. Guess who?
frightened me.
You're right, Parker.
How come?
Well, he reckons he's been staying at the George Cinq in Paris for the last 14 days, right?
Correct?
Well, he's lying. According to our information, he left for Brussels on the 11th and he didn't return until the 13th. Did he say anything about that?
Not as far as I know.
Thank you.
I better get back. Light it that end.
Well, I hope you'll excuse us, but I've called an early rehearsal tomorrow at the theatre. Yes, I think I'll make an early night of it as well. You coming up, sir?
No, I'll wait up for a bit. I'm expecting a call from LA.
All right, we're with you, will I?
It's all right, James. I must do some work on that script.
All right. I'll get Griffiths to put the phone through here.
Oh, thank you.
Good night.
Good night, darling.
I'll see you sharp at 10.
Yes.
Good night, darling. Look as though you're going to have some company anyway. Good night, Mr. Craven.
Good night. Good night, Craven. Help yourself to brandy if you want any more, won't you?
Thank you.
You're not really going to hang around while I read my script, are you?
That's the idea. I'll wait until you go to bed.
Hello? Yes.
Who was it?
Nobody.
Well, who was it?
Some nut.
What nut?
I don't know. If I knew, I'd tell you.
One of your heavy breathers?
Sort of. It was one of these... Oh, I've had this phone call before.
What did he say?
All the typical sort of things. What was I, an Englishwoman, doing interfering with American politics? That I was denigrating their way of life, their traditions, the American heritage.
Let me remind you for the last time that it's my job to answer the phone. It's my job to protect you, and it's my job to know these things, and not to receive messages at second hand.
How did he find out where I was staying?
Yes, he certainly didn't waste much time there, did he? Look, all I can tell you at the present time is you'd make my job easier if you trusted nobody.
I'm glad you're not asleep. I'd like to talk, if you don't mind.
Yeah, that's all right.
I'm sorry I gave you such a hard time.
I've had worse.
No, I genuinely thought you were here simply as my political watchdog.
You seem to be hung up on watchdogs and politics.
In my experience, they go together.
I don't know a great deal about your experience.
Believe me, you don't want to.
Talking of watchdogs,
What is that?
it's probably Haggerty.
Your dog?
No, he's a colleague of mine.
Have a drink.
Lovely.
Oh, there's nothing much lovely about Southern comfort.
Don't get you.
It's a contradiction in terms. It's pretty cold comfort if you're either black or even vaguely liberal.
Go on.
Well, Hollywood and all that, the dream machine. It's not America.
Any more than all this is typically Britain.
No, I know. I didn't even go to the States till I was 20. Believe me, I spent enough time in beat-up pads in Bayswater.
And me, East End of London. That was no rose garden either.
No, but it's stalwarts like you that keep this whole crazy system popped up.
And it's stalwarts like you that keep trying to knock it down.
Whose room is whose?
What do you mean?
I checked across the hall. You weren't there, so...
Oh, I'm just visiting.
Am I to be introduced?
Oh, I'm sorry. This is Chief Inspector Haggerty.
I thought you were a dog.
That's not funny.
Wasn't meant to be.
I don't think the dog would find it funny either. He's dead.
I'm sorry I'm going to be late for your first rehearsal, Sue, but I've got to go down to the gallery to finalise arrangements about the art exhibition.
I'm glad. I always get rather evil-tempered at rehearsals.
There you are, Mr. Haggerty. You have been warned.
Oh, if she gives me any trouble, I'll ask for my money back at the box office.
Sue, be careful, won't you?
Of course.
You know that call last night? You have to take notice.
I'll take notice, but I'm certainly not taking their orders. Don't look so worried.
Morning, Bill. Roger.
Morning. Morning.
You checked the place?
Everything seems to be okay.
Look, before we start this epic, could we possibly talk about that cut?
What cut, Doc? That's the one we had the message from the States about.
What do you know about marriage, Bit?
Yeah, right snake, I'd say.
What do you know about married life?
Nothing, but I can read it like a book.
What book?
The Book of Numbers.
Book of Numbers.
Hey, that's very good. I bet you never got that off the back of a box of matches.
No, I did an ideal husband at school.
Yeah, and if I have to listen to this lot for another fortnight, I'm going to feel like doing the bloke who wrote it.
Oscar Wilde. You were a bit late. He died in 1900.
Oscar Fingallow Flaherty Wills Wilde, the greatest defensive backline in English literature.
My dear Arthur, women are never disarmed by compliments. Men always are. That is the difference between the two sexes.
The women are never disarmed by anything, as far as I know them.
Yes,
You're going
Alan
to allow your greatest friend...
learned quite a bit about her last night.
Thank you, Mrs. Buckingham. I got your report. It's a curious setup.
I prefer real people any day.
What makes you think they're any more real where you come from?
Observation, sir.
It's a nice place, I believe.
Very.
Better than you'll ever be able to afford. Unless you win the pools.
I wonder how his people really made their money.
The Honourable James. Merchant bankers since 1751. The Bancrofts near the Mansion House.
But they didn't start with just a piggy bank.
Everybody has to start somewhere.
Yes, sir.
You don't like them?
I'm not paid by the Commissioner of Police to like people.
No, indeed. I hope you haven't been stepping on anybody's toes.
Sir?
Or you can be a bit prickly sometimes, Craven. You know that yourself.
Sir, if anybody has been...
No. I'm merely...
I'd be delighted to hand the whole thing over. These people...
Yes, Craven?
Nothing, sir.
I only said what I said because these people have got connections.
And Bancroft brothers are a power in the city.
Precisely. And as I've got two of my chief inspectors on the job...
You want us to make a good impression so the department gets a nice pat on the back.
You and Haggerty are doing a job, a routine job.
Well, it's hardly routine.
You're doing a routine job, and I don't want any clash of personalities.
You don't have to worry about that, sir. The butler will give me a perfect testimonial. I haven't stuck any chewing gum under the dining room table.
All right. Now about this report. Strange business about the dog.
Nasty would be a better word.
Any ideas on that?
Only that Miss Arden may be in greater danger than any of us thought.
Poor old Lord Mortlake only had two topics of conversation, his gout and his wife. And I could never be sure which of the two he was talking about. He used the most horrible language about them both.
So, darling.
Yes?
Well, you were silly, Arthur.
Well, you were silly, Arthur. Old Lord Mortlake was never anything more to me than an amusement. One of those utterly tedious amusements one only finds at English country houses on English country Sundays. I can find no one in the least morally responsible for what he or she does at an English country house.
You know, Sue, darling, nature has invested you with a certain native bitchiness which we all find very charming. And I'm sure it stood you in good stead in all those films about dropouts you've
Darling,
done.
you can mind your own business.
I am. So Mrs. Cheveley, whom you're playing, is a Victorian lady of charm and elegance. She isn't a dropout, she's a drop-in. She's going to gatecrash high society.
Would you kindly tell me who is directing this play, you or Mr. Parker?
Mr. Parker, of course, but like all good businessmen, I am protecting my investment. I know this play very well, and I know the sort of audience it'll attract.
So, please, darling, can we rehearse?
When I'm ready.
Sue, don't be temperamental on my time and money. Otherwise, there'll be no Rome, Paris, or Berlin. Yes, Mr. Haggerty?
Rome, Paris, Berlin. What about Brussels?
Brussels?
Yes, weren't you there recently, Mr. Parker?
No.
I'm sorry about that. Where do you want me to start?
Forget it, darling. We go from Mike's line. I'm under the impression.
Right. I am under the impression that my lawyers settled that matter with you on certain terms, dictated by yourself.
What is this?
This is what is technically known in the trade as getting nicked.
Well, I haven't done anything. You know who I am, Inspector.
I know you very well, Mr. Crisp.
Well, then, a man has to earn his living.
I can't blame you for trying, but you may not need to earn your living for a couple of days. Now, I'm arresting you for trespass, loitering for an unlawful purpose, And anything else we can think of between now and the remand?
It's a bloody outrage. Why didn't I tell my editor?
You haven't got an editor. You're a freelance, and they couldn't care less about you.
I'm only after the story here.
There isn't any story.
Oh, no. Special branch crawling all over the place. Chief inspectors as thick as flies. Sue Arden being escorted everywhere by bodyguards. No story. What's going on, Mr. Craven? You can't hush it up, you know.
You're probably right.
Well, then.
But I'll tell you one thing.
Yes?
It won't be you that breaks it.
I've been on this for days. I've been watching, hanging about, waiting for something.
Write it off against tax.
If only one could teach the English how to talk and the Irish how to listen, society here would be quite civilized. Besides, I've reached the romantic stage. And when I saw you last night at the Chilterns, I thought, you were the only man I have ever cared for. If I've ever cared for anyone, Arthur. And so on the morning of the day that you marry me, I will give you the Chiltern gift. That is my vow. I'll give it to you now. You promised to marry.
No.
No.
Are you really serious?
Yes, quite serious.
I can make you a very bad.
Oh, I don't mind that. I do. Very easy.
Thank you, everybody. Let's take a break. Coffee ready?
Sue, darling, that was much better.
Manning? Have you checked everything up there?
Yes, everything's all right up here, sir.
You sure you weren't having any breakfast? What's the matter? You don't look as if you slept much last night.
No, I didn't. Did you?
Oh, yes, I'm afraid I slept like a log.
Well, I hope you slept well last night.
You what?
I said I hope you slept well last night.
I was on the prowl.
I was trying to get my head down with the slaves in the servants' quarter. Surprised they let me up here.
There goes your line of duty.
She's a cool one, that Sue Arden.
Yeah, Bancroft seems to be taking the whole episode rather well, too.
Yeah, well, he can afford to, can't he? Any news from the States?
No, just confirmation of that threat the FBI received. Funny thing about that, they say the information for that came from Europe.
That's interesting.
You know, I think Commander Nichols and all the other heavies back at headquarters have been wasting their time.
Yeah, not to mention ours. Still, the grub's good.
Everybody's jumpy about a threat to knock off Miss Young and Lovely here, right?
What are you getting at?
Just this. Everyone, including you, Bill North, and me, has been thinking about the enemy outside this little camp here. I think we'd do well to pay more attention a little closer to home.
I could be right. I better pay her a bit of attention. Excuse me. we going?
Our friend.
Yes, I've just been reminded that you're my duty today.
Well, in that case, you've made yourself part of my surprise.
Oh, what's that?
We're going to have a look at a horse.
Oh, good. I can think of nothing better.
All right, jump in.
Excuse me.
Now slow down! I can't, the brakes have gone. Use the gears then! What do you think I'm trying to do?
Hey, what is all this?
Well, I did warn you I was college champion for 3 years.
Now, it seems indecent for you and me to be playing for 10 pence a game in surroundings like this.
You wouldn't be trying to put me off my stroke, would you?
Me? Nah. I bet the Honourable Jimmy don't play for 10 pence a game.
There.
Oh, you mean it really is my shot now? I wonder what kind of deals Bancroft has pulled off in this room.
Well, you can bet a lot of money's changed hands. A lot of oil. Maybe a ship or two. Certainly a zinc mine somewhere or other. It's all been so easy for him. His father died, leaving him a hefty fortune. First wife died, leaving him another fortune.
Oh, it must be lovely to have rich ancestors and relatives who die with convenient and monotonous regularity.
And leave pots of money around.
Life must be really hard for Bancroft.
Don't you want to see this brilliant shot?
You want to be a sergeant all your life?
Not really.
Where have you been?
We had an accident.
The car?
Yes.
Where's Miss Arden?
She's all right. She's upstairs.
Yes, it was nothing serious.
Oh, nothing serious. We only nearly got killed, that's all.
Do you mean that anybody in this house or in any casual passerby could have had access to your car?
Well, you've been here for some time now. You can see that I'm not the sort of man who locks things up or closes garage doors.
Don't you think that when we've been asked here to protect one of your guests, that is to say the least irresponsible of you, Mr. Bancroft?
And Mr. Haggerty, I have never in my life claimed to have a strong sense of responsibility.
Our job?
Exactly. It's your job to see that nothing goes wrong, not mine. Do you know, if I was the sort of man who spoke in the manner of newspaper editorials, I would say that that is what a good citizen and a taxpayer expects from his security services. Well, Sue. How sensible.
Sensible?
Yes, there's nothing more sensible or more civilized than lying in a warm bath drinking a gin and tonic. He has a refill for you. You know, Sue, it's not like me to be very serious, is it? But I do think you ought to be serious about your life and these threats. Do you agree?
No.
Oh, dear, I knew this was going to be an uphill job.
Would you mind?
Right.
You know, Jimmy, you've never had to struggle for anything in your life.
You see what I mean?
Oh, yes, I see what you mean. But do you see what I mean? Who I am? Oh, Jimmy, I know I owe you a lot, especially as far as my career is concerned. But I'm not your puppet. I'm not anybody's puppet.
You know, that must be a very comforting thought to you. But if that phone there was to ring, and on the other end was Fellini speaking from Rome, asking you to play a part in a picture, you'd be out of here so fast your head would swim.
The time was when just looking at you made my head swim. Do you remember? Malibu Beach 5 years ago. Our pledges of undying honesty. Oh, Jimmy, you have changed.
This whole business stinks. And I'm getting tired of being used as a runner by Bancroft.
You know, something happened after that explosion. Sue picked something up off the floor.
Bancroft was there then, wasn't he?
I found it in my dressing room after the explosion.
So what? I've been in and out of your dressing room a score of times, as I have been in and out of your bedroom a score of times.
But I'm just beginning to add coincidence to coincidence, and it isn't very pretty. The explosion, and then today the accident.
But I was with you then.
Yes, but you seemed somehow prepared. You were even wearing a seatbelt.
Well, you know, the ministry are always urging us to wear seatbelts wherever we go.
But I've never known you in all our travels together to wear one before.
I'm very clever of you.
Thank you.
Do you know, I think you're beginning to see it all. It's been rather fun, isn't it?
Fun?
Well, I suppose it does depend upon your point of view.
And what exactly is your point of view?
All the same as it's been for the last 5 years, really. You, or you and me.
Do you think it's possible?
I'm beginning to believe it is. Bancroft's been almost unbelievably cool, in control.
Yeah. He's manipulating all of us, and we can't do a damn thing about it. He reckons he can buy and sell a dozen of us. Still, it's no use running and complaining unless we can get some evidence.
Yes, all of it.
And your dog?
That too.
You bastard. You killed your own dog.
Have I ever given you any mistaken idea that I have a high regard for the human race? Because I don't. And if I don't care much for humanity, why on earth should I give a special position for the animal kingdom?
So you engineered the whole circus?
Yes. You see, Sue, I'm used to manipulating people. That's what rich men do, you know. Rich men and riches. So I indulged myself by moving a few people about so that I could entrap you, possess you, even marry you, Sue, all that.
And where do you suppose that leaves me?
Well, I should think it leaves you in something of a quandary. It would leave you wondering whether it was all worthwhile, whether you would want... What do you want, Sue? Well, while you're pondering our mutual fate, I think I'd better go downstairs and put our friends from the special branch at ease, if you'll excuse me. Mr. Craven, you know, the least I can do is to give you a truthful explanation of what's been going on here. It's a rich man's game, or a whim, if you like.
You wasted the time of two of Her Majesty's servants, 2 senior police officers, and caused considerable confusion.
I fully admit that.
You realize this might well have serious consequences?
Mr. Craven, serious is a relative term.
It might not be so relative if you get nicked for attempted murder.
Possibly, but I shall have to cross that bridge, like all other bridges, when I come to it.
A rich man's game and a rich man's whim. That's what he called it.
Well, he's right, I suppose.
Yeah, and being the James Bancroft, he gets away with it.
Being the Honourable James Bancroft has got nothing to do with it.
Oh, no? Nor the fact that his family run one of the richest merchant banks in the city, or that he's got a cousin in the government?
Chief Inspector.
I'm sorry, sir, but it has to be said. It's influence. Don't tread on anybody's toes. Don't get prickly with them. Your words.
Not quite, Craven. Your interpretation.
Yeah, I can still hear the bastard. Serious is a relative term. One could do him for everything. Conspiracy, attempted murder, me in that car, setting off an explosion, causing a public nuisance. But we could even get him for killing that dog.
I suppose we could.
So that's it, then. Bancroft laughs up his sleeve, and we look the other way. So what's my next assignment, sir?
72 hours leave.
For being a good copper?
You sometimes are, Craven.
And not rocking the boat?
We have to work as a team. We have to be pragmatists.
That's a good word, sir.
Yeah, I must get myself a dictionary of diplomatic phrases.
Is that all?
Yes, you can go on holiday. As soon as you've completed the case, we consulted with the Director of Public Prosecutions. You're quite right, Haggerty. A number of serious offenses have been committed. Warrant for the arrest of the Honourable James Bancroft. I want you to take him into custody.
It'll be a pleasure.
You're to object to bail. I've no doubt he can produce adequate sureties, but the charges are too serious.
Much too serious.
Influence, gentlemen. Connections. Maybe he'd tell you about him in Brixton.
Oh, what are you waiting for?